Heartland Football Friday, presented by Cape Girardeau Honda.
We're the Jackson High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Heartland Football Friday.
All right, thank you, ladies. Terrific effort out there by Jackson, and just overall a huge night of football as we have just big games all the way across the board in southeast Missouri and in southern Illinois. And I'm telling you, we're going to take a quick look back first, though, is our Jackson ball game. If you remember, against Vianney, that comeback, it's our game of the week. Last year, they were down 35-3 in the district championship game, and Jackson pulled it out. Examine Davis would make the remarkable catch here, and that's how they won. But that was last year. Let's head out for the highlights this year and see how they turned out. Jackson would come out with plenty of fire in there, and boy would they ever. They would get it rolling in the early going, both offensively off right here with the defense. They just stonewall.
Vianney, they said, not this time. And then Tristan Teal goes to work. First the short completion. And then, folks, take a deep breath and watch this one. Teal throws it off the hands of LaShawn Dean, bounces in the hands of Zach Nork, and he's down the sidelines. Is he going to make it? I was chasing him down the sidelines with the camera. He almost made it in. Tackled right there, a little bit short, but Jackson's not going to be denied. Ethan Lasker, he blasts it right near the goal line, just short, and you know what's coming. Well, what's coming is Thiel again. Number 7 will get 6, plus the extra point, made it 7-0. Jackson with the fast start. A ton of points in this game, and let me tell you a little something about this Vianney team. They're pretty strong as well, and they saw the chop, and they answered the call. This is Devin Marty, and he'll take it himself. The big dude goes in 52-28. Vianney with the win. Also, Cape Central 33-12 over St. Charles West. Hey, you want to talk about a heated rivalry? When Malden and Caruthersville played last year for the Class II district title, several players were suspended, were forced to miss the first game of the season. So here we go. We're back out. Hey, let me tell you something about the Swamp. Skydivers even show up. It's that big. It's an event when they play football in Malden. And this was a game. Off the return, Chris Smith for Caruthersville jukes, jags, and then he takes off down the sidelines. Looks like he might go to the house. The big man knocks him over, though. He says, not going that far. And then the Malden defense comes around, making big plays. That was Roderick Jones with the carry. And then it was time for the Green Wave to eventually try to exert itself on offense. Tyler Curry, nice game for number 20. Smart football player, too. He tucked that ball into the hand where he wouldn't fumble to the opposite hand. And then Curry again, and this time he ducks low and gets the touchdown. So you know they're good, but so is Caruthersville. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the Heartland. This guy, Peyton Faulkner, number 9, you're not going to stop him. What a game. 29-28, Malden wins by a single point. Next up, New Madrid County Central at Sykeston. And the Bulldogs are tough this year. They're going to be tough. Nathan Hampton, their quarterback's good. So is Ernest Fobbs. Just gave it to Fobbs. He's good. Look at those moves. 35-yard gain. And then Hampton to Victwan Riley. All he does is score touchdowns. Now, that's not all he does, but he sure scores them. And then Hampton the fake. But where is it? It's with Fobbs. Here he goes. He's going 55 yards. Where's the touchdown, young man? Get in the end zone. He did. Smell that end zone. Then Tyler Sprouse tosses Jabarkus Word to Eddie Granberry. By golly, we got some big plays tonight. Sykeston, though, would win it 55-6. But what a play by New Madrid at the end to make it interesting there. Well, it's the kickoff of the regular season in Southern Illinois. Two teams with a long-standing rivalry, Carbondale and Murfreesboro. And we're going to head out to Red Devils country where the newest member of our sports team, Mary Kate Burgess, has more on the excitement there. MK.
Todd, I'm so excited to be here to help kick off the first weekend of Southern Illinois football. We have Carbondale at Murfreesboro. As you can see from the crowd behind me, it's going to be a pretty big electric game. These two teams have a pretty big rivalry, as I understand. But I also think I may have brought something to help make myself some new friends. But first, let's get to the action. First possession for the Red Devils. Senior QB Braden Miller finds Marshall Grammer wide open, and he walks it in. The kick is good, and it's 7-0 Murfreesboro. The fans are loving it, and the T-shirts that I brought. Carbondale took the lead off 2 costly fumbles, but here comes Murfreesboro. Justin Polcher with the touchdown run. This ties up the game 14-all. Now, Carbondale's Seth Drimmen hits Winslow Martin for a long TD of his own. Good effort, but it would not be enough. Red Devils go on for a big win. In Murfreesboro, Mary Kate Burgess, Heartland Football Friday.
By the way, Murfreesboro went on a huge run in that game, and nice job to Mary Kate. I think you're really going to like the work she does. Meanwhile, more rivals meeting tonight in Mules country. You're going to like the job. I do too, I promise, as soon as I can spit it out. And it's Poplar Bluff taking on Dexter, and big play right there for Rashawn McCain. Poplar Bluff looks good. Then the pass, Tristan Francisco to Tyson Cox. Boy, let's finish the drive. Finish it. Dustin Gatewood says, it's mine. He's on Heartland Football Friday with a touchdown. Austin Chesser, meanwhile, big gain for Dexter. Is anybody going to get him? By a shoelace. They drag him down. He says, man, I could have had a TD. That's when the Mules defense is completely shuts them down. And when the flags are running, it's a touchdown. At least that's what I say. Ross Russian goes in. Poplar Bluff 51-14. Watch out for those Mules. I can't believe it. We're at the end of our first block, and we have a bunch to go. The Green Game at Scott City, a very important cause is out there for this thing, and you don't want to miss it. We'll see you shortly when Heartland Football Friday continues.
How can you tell it's the Honda Summer Clearance Event at Cape Girardeau Honda? You see clearance pricing on every 2015 Honda. You see once-a-year clearance deals like a Civic for less than $5 a day. You see 0.9 financing on all of these great Honda models. And before too long, you start to see why they call it a clearance event. Clearance pricing and 0.9 financing on the best overall brand. That's the Cape Girardeau way. Hurry to the once-a-year Honda Summer Clearance Event before they're all cleared out.
Cape Girardeau Honda in Cape.
You can get 0% APR financing during our annual clearance event.
Seriously?
Seriously. 0% APR through September 8th.
Seriously?
Seriously. Only happens once a year.
Seriously?
Seriously? Seriously? Seriously.
During the final days of our annual clearance event, get $500 Labor Day bonus cash on top of current offers on a 2015 Toyota Camry, Camry Hybrid, or RAV4.
She's all yours.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Toyota, let's go places.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC. Get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select Sierra models in stock the longest. That's over $10,000 on this Sierra. See your Heartland GMC dealer.
Get a good look. Because this is the last you'll see of the 2015 Nissans.
Now's your final opportunity this summer to get in on the excitement of our 2015 models during Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. For a limited time, choose the 38 MPG Highway Ultima with 0% APR for up to 72 months.
And get a good look at the totally redesigned Maxima.
Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Why Auto Tire and Parts Napa? Because some people are born to do this. Born to provide superior customer service and auto parts expertise. Born to offer more than 1 million in-stock parts at over 45 hometown stores in 4 states. At Auto Tire and Parts Napa, we're just as passionate about being the best as the day we first opened 106 years ago. From Donovan to West Frankfort, High Ridge to Cape Girardeau, we were born to do this.
Heartland Football Friday is sponsored by the Southeast Coalition for Roadway Safety. Buckle up, arrive alive. Academy Sports and Outdoors, the right stuff, low price every day. And Auto Tire and Parts Napa, the Heartland's choice since 1909.
You're watching Heartland Football Friday, presented by Cape Girardeau Honda.
And welcome back, everybody. Scott City hosting St. Vincent on a very special night of high school football. Now, this Play for Life game included some very special events out here. For the donations for organ donations they were looking at and how they can promote this. Dominic Hooper is a former football player at Scott City, and he saved 5 lives by donating organs. That's what the green is. It's a green game, and Scott City is wearing green. Not their typical color, of course, St. Vincent in the white jerseys, but the green socks. And all I can say, guys, is congratulations for the spirit out there for a good cause. Meanwhile, big defense also. You can see those guys in green are fired up from Scott City. Then St. Vincent's Whistler, Joe Whistler, that is, with a pass to Nick Sissel. Short game, but they would break through. Whistler would come up, find Trevor Lively right here, and I'm telling you, that's a whale of a pass down the sideline there for the touchdown. Right there, pretty impressive stuff. Meanwhile, Scott City, well, they came back. They weren't going to be denied. And this is Ty Wilthong that drew short, come right back after St. Vincent did something big. Watch out, they're going to take it right back. Braden Cox, they love to snap it to him. He goes right down to about the 6 right there. He's right down near that goal line, or did he get in? He may have got the TD there, and they scored in a little bit later. Meanwhile, St. Vincent's Whistler, tosses this one, but Nick Sissel, how about Nick Sissel comes up with it, and Scott City's Jordan Kaiser, he would end up being the guy, and this is the final score, 33-6. Scott City with that big victory out there as they come away with it, again, on a really big night out at Scott City for a very important cause. And joining me now is Scott City head coach Jim May. And Jim, thanks for making a little bit of time for us. And before I move on about the special cause of the night, I did want to ask you first, of course, about your team's effort.
We played really hard. We were a little sluggish offensively in the first half. We kind of got it in gear in the second half, but defensively we played fairly well, and we played pretty physical, and that's a good way for us to go. It's nice to be 2-0.
Boy, I guess it's a great start, and to have a night like this to get the momentum going. Organ donations huge. I know Dominic Hooper meant so much to the program. Kind of sum this night up and what it means to you and the football players.
It was an unbelievable night. We had probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen here at a Scott City game, and we were surprised with Jacob, the young man who got Dominic's heart. He actually surprised us and showed up here, and I got to meet him firsthand, and that was awesome in itself. And the kids were fired up. St. Vincent's brought a huge crowd, and they supported the cause. I can't say enough for them, and it was a great night. We raised some awareness, and we made a lot of money.
Jim May, I commend you on your efforts, sir, at Scott City. Congratulations on the 2-0 start. Thank you, Coach, for making some time for us.
Thank you for covering us.
All right, Jim May, the head coach at Scott City, as they get the win. More hits at Portageville. The Bulldogs hosting Chaffee. We're out for the highlights, and you can kind of get a look at just a beautiful night, huh? Grant Dade makes a lot of friends these days. Meanwhile, the interception, though, from Chaffee playing Portageville, and here you go. They make the effort, and they come up with this football, though, Portageville playing good defense. Hunter Gates is the guy, the number 4, with a nice return. And then you get a little bit of reverse action, huh? You got to love that, too. Will Chrysler, he'll pick up some nice yardage, but how's he going to do it? He goes one way, the other way. He ducks in, he ducks out. Hey, he's playing in the backyard. You got to have fun. Especially on Heartland Football Friday, right? Portageville, meanwhile, the catch, Daniel McCreary, and he picks up good yardage. Watch out for this Portageville team. They said, hey, Todd, get us on. Well, you're on, and you're making the most of it, my friends. Another catch, this time Ian Torrey just keeps those chains moving. And then J.J. Brown, Hunter Gates, and this, my friends, is a touchdown, 49-14. Portageville gets the win at home. You hear all that cheering. Hey, Perryville hosting St. Pius. Perryville quarterback Brandon Renaud, a junior, takes snap and runs it in for a touchdown in the first quarter. And that's not all you'll see from Renaud. Let me tell you something. This young man was making some things happen. He was handing off, passing, doing everything. And here we go, this time to Aaron Mueller. And Aaron, it's your time to shine. 80 yards, right down the sideline. Get in there! He dives for the touchdown, and you got to feel the terrific effort out there. Perryville, they're excited in Perryville. They said, wait a minute, we're not getting beat up this year. We're beating people up. Then it's Renaud's turn. He's in, they're in, 56-7. Stan Cook and the fabulous folks at Perryville provide that video. Great effort by the students, the people, Stan. Thank you. All right, back to Southern Illinois for a pair of games. I'm talking a little faster. Hamilton County at Johnston City. Johnston City's Luca Guldoni passes, listen to this one, Nikolai Guldoni. I love the Guldonis. And they're picking up big yardage out there. Meanwhile, Hamilton County, they kind of give this one up. Damian Pike would actually fall on it, so they actually pick up yards but would not score on that one. We're back to the Guldonis. This time it's Luca Guldoni. And he'll come up with the pick, and he goes 50 yards. Watch it before he's finally tackled and brought down and knocked out of there. They win 52-0, Johnston City. Champaign Central at Marion. And folks, this is about the only highlight we have coming up at Marion. They had a rough time in this game. This Central ball club, you could see they were tough. Marion's going to have a good year as usual, I'm sure, but on this one it was 49-21. As you can see, the Champaign Central team with some talent as they get the big play right there for the touchdown. All right, kind of like a roller coaster ride, isn't it? The thrills continue, and now we're taking it to a new level, of course, because now it's to our play of the week. You never have a chance for a breath.
The play of the night, presented by Terry Penrod and Associates.
Back to Jackson against Vianney, and it's Tristan Thiel again. This play, if you missed it, off the hands of LaShawn Dean into the hands of Zach Norick, and he is gone. Our Heartland Football Friday play of the night. We're right back after this.
When you choose Terry Penrod and Associates, you get more than just a realtor. You get a team, and that means there's even more commitment to your needs with a higher level of attention and service.
As a team, we use our experience, resources, and technology to find listings that match your needs.
With the two of us working for you, one can be out showing property while the other one is back at the office preparing to list your home.
So whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking for that retirement home,
Terry Penrod and Associates will be there for you.
How can you tell it's the Honda Summer Clearance Event at Cape Girardeau Honda? You see clearance pricing on every 2015 Honda. You see once-a-year clearance deals like a Civic for less than $5 a day. You see 0.9 financing on all of these great Honda models. And before too long, you start to see why they call it a clearance event. Clearance pricing and 0.9 financing on the best overall brand. That's the Cape Girardeau way. Hurry to the once-a-year Honda Summer Clearance Event before they're all cleared out.
Cape Girardeau Honda in Cape.
My current financial situation, it's okay. It could be better. I have student loans that I'm working to pay off. I feel like it's the biggest burden on me at this point. Going to Regions Bank is very important for me because I get to sit down face-to-face with people and they will educate me about my financial situation. And I think Regions does a great job of guiding you to where you need to be. I'm ready to take my next step.
Ford Free Ride is on. Now every Ford truck has 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers. Free from interest for 6 years and free to choose. F-150, Super Duty, every built Ford tough truck. 0% financing for 72 months on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on any built Ford tough truck. Hurry, see your Ford dealer today.
Before the starting pistol, coin toss, or tip-off, there's this. A whole lot of that. And even a little bit of this. The game day ritual. Part superstition, part tradition, all important. No game, meet, or match is the same without it. It's your one-of-a-kind mix of tucks, taps, and claps. No matter what you do, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the low prices and best brands to make it happen.
You're watching Heartland Football Friday, presented by Cape Girardeau Honda.
And we're back with our Heartland Football Friday game changer, and we go right back out. Remember the green game that we talked about? Scott City and, of course, St. Vincent. Scott City wearing the green, and, folks, it's a game changer all the way around. That's Ty Wilthong, the Drew Short, and also, again, for Dominic Hooper for the organ donations out there. Just a great night, and, again, that is a game changer. Quick Cardinals note, Giants lead 4-3 in the fifth. Obviously, plenty of baseball to go. And, hey, I'm done talking about football. It's MK this weekend. Mary Kate Burgess. We'll see you, everybody.
Go big at Ward Chrysler Supercenter. Spend your summer off-road in a new Jeep Wrangler 4x4 Sport. Only $17,995. Or zero down payment and just $199 per month. This is not a lease. You own it for $17,995. Or $199 per month. Plus, Ward Chrysler is doubling their used car inventory. So bring us any trade-in, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Go big. Don't prejudge your credit. Our banks want to say you're approved. Through Saturday only during Ward Chrysler's summer clearance event in Carbondale.
Listen, I know some of your friends do it. That's a good thing. Protecting yourself is important. Don't be afraid to feel uncool. Well, I get that it's more comfortable without it, but it only takes a second. You've seen your mom and I do it 100 times. Bottom line is, if you don't do it, you could die.
Dad, we know. We'll promise to buckle up tonight.
Have the talk about seatbelts with your kids. One talk could save their lives. Sponsored by the Southeast Coalition for Roadway Safety.